Well, hello, and welcome again to Roland's Reviews. It is finally Friday. If you're as happy as I am, type a 1 in the comment section. We made it. Woohoo! Woo! All right. Do me one small favor, if you will. Go ahead and hit that little thumb. That is the like button. Hopefully, we can trigger the YouTube algorithm, and YouTube will send many more people over throughout the live stream so that we can hear their thought process on this particular subject matter now. All right. So I will do the roll call momentarily. I finally found out what was going on with the camera. So I'll be on screen momentarily as I continue to get everything ready for you. Hope that everyone had a fantastic Friday. And yeah, I'm glad you're here. And the channel is growing in leaps and bounds. So there are 100 more people that have subscribed. So again, as you hit that little thumb, the like button, and as you, excuse me, share this stream out, it is definitely resonating and people are responding. All right. And I know people are busy on Friday, so we may not have as many people as we normally do, but that is okay. I don't care if there's only one person here, the message must still go on. And don't feel bad, folks. I have people that text me and tell me, different things are going on in their lives. That is fine. No harm done. Life happens. It doesn't ask. It just happens, right? So that's fine. And they always leave me comments and say, hey, I'm catching the replay. All right. So go ahead again. I see more people entering the chat room. Go ahead, hit the little thumb. It won't cost you anything. I promise. All right. So look at the title. And if you're familiar with it, just let me know in the comment section. It's been a mystery, but still they try to see why something good can hurt so bad. So I'm thinking about this woman and her shopping spree. Caught on a one-way street. The taste of bittersweet. Love will survive somehow, some way. One love feeds the fire. One heart burns desire. Wonder who's crying now. Two hearts born to run. Who'll be the lonely one? I wonder who's crying now. Okay, you got it, Jason. You are the winner chicken dinner. Yes. Journey. What year, Jason? Do you remember the year? Perfect. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, in my quest for trying to go back into a time machine, I'll just break out and start singing an old song that reminds me of the good old days when we did not have all of these problems. Yes, Tina, that's Journey. All right. Steve Perry, lead man. Okay. 1981 was a good year. All right. Let me go ahead and do the roll call. If you'd like for me to call your name, that is fine. You just need to say hello or send an emoji. That way I can see who is actually live with me now. My girls, how you doing, dear? Mare is here, of course. Tube Steak, how you doing, sir? Tina, of course, is here. And I think Florida may still be busy. That's okay. You know, people have things to do that can't. And I tell them, don't feel bad. You cannot make every live stream. That is quite okay. Thank you so much. Baldwin Bird sent me some cats earlier. Yes, it is Happy National Cat Day. So let me go ahead and send him some kitties in the, here we go. All right, in the chat section. All right, there are your kitty cats, Baldwin. Baldwin, we found there's another kitten or two on campus, so I'm trying to trap them now so that we can do the TNR like we did when you were there. All right, how you doing? Star is here. Darla, how are you doing? Yes, Darla, I have to send Darla some cat. Okay, where are my cat people? Show your faces. It is National Cat Day. And Darla, your kitties are in the comment section. Star, how you doing, dear? Megan, how are you? His servant is back. All right, perfect. We have a lot of new people who continue to come back. I'm so glad that you are enjoying the live streams. Yeah, happy Friday. Tijuana border jumper. You were doing Bible study. Tijuana, you missed the first song already. And so I'll give you just a couple of bars, and you have to figure out who it is and the year. It's been a mystery, but still they try to see why something good can hurt so bad. Caught on a one-way street, the taste of bittersweet. Love will survive somehow, somewhere. All right, Tijuana, I'm not singing any more bars. It is up to you, sir. Oh, yes. Oh, you know it's Journey. I have the greatest hit CD in the truck. Boom. When people actually had talent. Yes. All right. Anyone else who's here? And if you didn't say hello and I can't see that you're here, welcome anyway to the Roland's Reviews YouTube channel. We're glad you're here. Florida, how you doing? Oh, okay, Florida. And I was just speaking about you. We know, hey, people are busy. Life happens. You have things to do. But hey, we're glad you're here. All of you who have other forms of social media, another way. Florida, look, we have another 100 plus subscribers, dear. So all of you who are sharing this stream on your Facebook pages, on your Truth Social pages, it is really, really making a difference. We're up to 14,300. So as you can see, it is quickly growing. Robert, happy National Cat Day. Okay, Robert, since you're wishing me a happy National Cat Day, I will send you some kitties because I had to send some to Darla as well as Baldwin birds. Okay, so there we go. Look at the title, folks. Black woman caught stealing supplies with her kids. Then when she's caught, she pulls a gun on the store employee. If you are familiar with this story, and again, for those who do not watch more than 2 or 3 minutes of this particular video, please don't leave me nasty comments in the comment section without watching more of the video. I am not bashing anyone. I told you when clips go viral, I share them. All right. I'm not, Tina, you're not familiar with this story. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to share that with you. You know, I'll give you my review. My girl said, hey, show some dog love. Today is National Cat Day, my girls. It's National Cat Day, so we're not thinking about those dogs. All right. My girls have seen it. Great. Okay. So my girls, all I'm sending you are I just sent my girls some kitty cats in the comment section. Tijuana. Tijuana said, hold on. Tijuana sent some dogs. Oh my goodness. Let me send these little orange cats so they can whistle at you. There you go. Durian, how you doing, dear? So anyway, the dog people are representing. I see. I admit I do discriminate because my favorites are kitties. Ask Baldwin birds. Just ask him. He knows. All right. Um, yes. Yeah, that's right, Tijuana. We love our kitties. And for all the dog parents out there, I know you love your little doggies too. All right. So look at this subject matter. And then, I'm going to my girl Pink book. She has all of these single women on here talking about they're not buying their children any school supplies. So there's this, we're going to go there. And then there's another man that's been arrested by the FBI. He was threatening Jewish people, Black Americans, and that idiot was making a video, and the FBI was breaking in his house. And then oh my God, I don't know if he peed his pants, but he was like, oh my God, they're trying to knock my door down. So FAFO. So he was trying to act so tough until the FBI broke the door in. So I'll share that with you too. I have horses. Darla, I love horses. I am deathly allergic to them, but I love them. My favorite breed being the Clydesdale, otherwise known as the Budweiser horses. I went into anaphylactic shock when I was in graduate school. That's how I found out that I am deathly allergic to horses. I love them, but I'm deathly allergic. Okay. All right. So let me share this with you, and then I'll give you my review. And again, for the people who say I'm bashing people, I'm sharing this because as an educator, and I have people sending me comments. Thank you for, your service and teaching. These are some of the people that we deal with. And if you look at the subject matter we have been covering, what have I been saying? These are the same people. There's a demographic inside of a demographic, because again, we don't see people like Condoleezza Rice. We don't see people like Dr. Carol Swain on the news. Who do we see? You guessed it. LaQuisha from the hood. And so that's why people have, the negative stereotypes. They don't show professionals. They show the people who are doing things they should not be doing. Jason, some people think they are ready for the law breaking down their door as if the law is going to run out of stuff to throw it. Jason, I'm going to show you the video. You will bust out laughing. It's hilarious. It looks like freaking the Unabomber. All right. Mayor, you don't see a Ben Carson or a Dr. Right. These are not the people that you see. And you, again, keep voting blue no matter who. We know the libs are in charge of the media, and you keep voting for them. And this is how they portray you to the world. They never show you in a positive light. It's always negative. So you keep voting like you're voting, and this will continue. They'll show Pookie and Ray Ray. Right. They don't show professionals. They show criminals. And I'm sharing that with you now. All right, let's listen to this. And let me make sure the volume is up high enough. Let me make it a little bit. And I'm sorry that the lighting, whoever filmed this woman doing this, they didn't have their phone bright enough, because I can't make it any brighter. That is how it was actually filmed. Megan, by the way, Roland Ice was on my street this week. There was a small crowd, no violence. All right, Megan. Thank you for the update, love. Now, everyone, I'm going to start this from the beginning. So I want you to watch what she does. So she goes from robbery to brandishing a weapon, because when they try to stop her, she takes out a pew. Watch this.
Ooh, this lady in here stealing with her kids. Oh, it's so obvious.
Don't touch us. Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch us. Don't touch us, ma'am. Just don't touch me. So, okay. So listen to this woman. I'm sorry I have to stop it. But listen to that. Don't touch us. Don't touch us. Don't touch my kids. Ma'am, you are a terrible excuse for a mother. You are stealing. Now, those of you who haven't seen the video that I did with the 3 kids, the future inmates, who are in Walgreens, and people were in here, oh, you're bashing black people. No, I'm not. I'm showing you viral videos that people in America and all across the world see. Tijuana bought a jumper. Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sending you extra hearts. Oh my God. Tijuana wants to make sure I get those singing lessons. Boom. Thank you so much for your support, sir. Thanks for all you do. Let's help roll and grow. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Tijuana Border Jumper. Those of you who've been here for a while, you know I call out the nonsense. I had a white older gentleman. He left me a comment on someone else's channel because I left a comment, and he said, ma'am, I praise you for what you're doing because I know that your black Americans are attacking you. I said, sir, that's fine. I'm a Generation Xer. I don't care what people call me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And so thank you so much for that. Wow. Had to do that dollar sign again. Okay, here we go. Listen to this, folks. So she's telling them, don't touch me. Don't touch my kids. Okay, listen.
We gotta go. You walk out here with the stuff. Ma'am, don't touch us. Move, ma'am. Walk out here with the stuff.
So she's saying, don't touch us. Move, ma'am. And she's helping her kids to push the carts out of the store. Now, Mayor, Tijuana Border Jumper, his servant, my girls, Jason, Tina, Florida, have I bashed any race of people tonight? Type yes or no in the comment section, or you can type a Y or an N. I need to know that because I'm telling you, oh my God. Woo! They thank you, Tijuana. Dorian, no. Jason, no. Okay. She doesn't even have a good grip on. Right. She's about to shoot herself in the leg or something. Connie, how you doing, love? Tina, no. His servant, no. Okay. So again, Megan, no. Look at what she's doing. I can't help that the woman is black. This is what she's doing. Hey, those of you who've been here long enough, you know I don't give a care if you're black or white. And they come on here, you only show black people. No, I don't. But when I especially show viral videos, and this is another viral video. All right, here we go.
Can't walk out here. You can have that. You ain't getting this. Come on. We gotta pick the basket up. You better go home more than you gonna get hurt today. My kids gotta go to school.
So she said, she kept telling the worker, the employee, you better go on. My kids got to go to school. I got to get them some school clothes. Ma'am, that is not how you go and get clothing for your children. And furthermore, I was watching another content creator earlier. She has items in there that aren't for school. So this woman is full of BS. Matter of fact, I haven't seen this much BS since they canceled Rawhide. Tijuana Border Jumper. Mayor, yes, this is what we're dealing with. I told you, it's the same people. There's a demographic inside of the demographic. And again, this is what they show. You're not going to see women like Dr. Carol Swain. You're not going to see women like Condoleezza Rice. This is what they show for clicks, for views. His servant. Shoplifting is not punished in certain states, but pulling a bleep certainly is punished most of the time. His servant. Blue cities. Those who continue to vote. Blue no matter who. This is coming to a city near you. Many of you have been here when we've covered these. I mean, again, we talked about the crime-ridden blue cities and the lack of punishment or repercussions. People, why do you think people are doing this? They've been allowed to do it. They've been allowed. And unfortunately, white people are afraid to say anything because it's going to be construed and twisted that they're racist. So that they're sort of in a quandary. What do I do? Oh God, let me see what my girl said, because I see Tijuana laughing. She should have stolen a treadmill and some hair products. My girls, would you please behave or I won't be able to finish this video? Oh my God. My girl. That's a 3 truth bomb moment. You got 3 truth bombs in there. Oh my God. Connie, did this lady get away with it? I'm gonna let you see, Connie. She knows she's not going to get away with it. She's not going to get too far. And okay, and she has her kids in tow. So many of you are asking, what the heck is going on with these kids? I'm showing you. If you were not here for the video that I did, it has over 1,000 views. Black women are raising criminals. Someone in the chat section tell me I made that up. Let me continue. She's going to get a 4-piece and a biscuit, Tori. Oh, no. So listen to this, and she's going to whip out the gun.
I got to do what I got to do for my kids.
I got to do what I got to do for my kids. So, ma'am, you're stealing. You're showing them when they want something, you go and you take it. She didn't say anything about, well, you know, getting a job and working. That's what normal people do. We get up, we go to work in the morning, we pay our bills, we go to the stores, we buy what we want. Sometimes we buy what we need, and then sometimes what we want. Not only is she shoplifting, it's child endangerment. Yes, Tina. And the people, you know, they're afraid to do anything because she's Black. And I think that the lady, I got to go back and watch it because this has just been freaking me out, the nerve, the gall. Anyway, you know, mostly these stores where white people are, they're in a no-win situation. And they don't want to be accused of being racist. And they're just trying to stop someone from committing crimes. Listen to this, folks.
I don't care. You better go on. Go get that in the car. Go ahead and go. I'll keep trying to get this other bag.
Hey, you can't.
Look at this. Look at this. So she was telling them, you better go on. And then she told the kids to go. And she's going to get the other basket. Oh, my God. Yes, his servant. Oh, my God. Listen.
You better go on, girl. I don't care about police.
They gonna see your face and you going to jail.
I don't care. Give me this, man. Let it go. Let it go. You better get out of here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You better let our stuff go. You better go. You better go, baby. You better get off my basket.
You going to jail.
You better get off my basket. Y'all can have it. I don't give a damn. Y'all can keep that. Come on, let's go, y'all. Hurry up.
You going to jail. I got your face on.
Girl, get out my face, little girl. Come on. You better stop. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on recording.
All right. So when she said get the on, that's when she took the you know what out. Where's the bear spray? Tijuana. Yes. Tijuana. Connie. Right. So stereotypes are there. They will never go away with people like this. Connie, I need all of you to tell me, give me your one word reaction. You're always listening to my reactions. What is your one? Mayor, she took the you know what out of her pocketbook. Yes. Oh, let me see if I can show you another clip. Hit that like button, folks. And I don't care. I don't give a care who's angry. I'm showing you what's going on. Despicable. All right. Megan gave me her one word reaction. I want each of you, give me your one word reaction. And let me see. I'm going to pull up this other. I'll see if you can see a better view of when she actually, because right there on Facebook, they stopped it and didn't really show it. Doreen, that's Jamal Bryce. Oh my God. How you doing, Mary? Wicked. Thank you. Mary is new here. Jason, grotesque. Yes. Ooh, witchy woman. See how high she flies. Thinks like a lion. Sad. Yes. Mayor, that's armed robbery. Robert, she needed to steal something for her hair. Connie, low class. Okay, be sincere. How you doing, love? That was not that wasn't fake. Be sincere. That's what Dr. Umar called them. Yeah, when they're out here committing crimes and doing all kinds of stuff, they're still calling them queens. Low class. Okay, armed robbery, armed foolishness. Okay, programs out there that would have helped her. Tina, every year school starts. They are man, yeah, hit the like button, folks. Also, if you are enjoying the content, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Ratchet, okay. I have another video to pull up. And so, and there's a video I have, like I said, from Pink Book. And she has all these women on there, and they're like, no, I'm not I'm not buying my children any school supplies. So I'm like, okay. All right. So let me get to this guy right here. I think you can see the you know what a little bit better. Let me pull this guy. I think because Facebook, I don't know, it stopped there on Facebook. Hit that like button, please, folks. And here we go. Looks like Mad Maxine Water Sister. World star. But hey, yeah. And then when people say something, they get mad. And that's not okay. It's not. She has committed all kinds of felony. Yes, Tina, let me show you, if I can show you this video right here. And this is when she was going back, when she kept telling the woman to get the you know what on. Let me see if you could. I think in this video, you could actually see her waving the you know what.
Look, that's a fucking comforter set. They don't.
Yeah, she's got a lot of. This guy he reviewed it as well. But I think in his video, I think that you could see the actual that she took out of her pocketbook.
Don't need a comforter set to go to school.
Hey, you can't steal.
You better go on over there. I don't care about police.
That is dangerous. She told me she don't care about the police. She just seen that woman got a gun in her purse. You better leave this woman alone. She don't give a damn about nothing.
They gonna see your face and you going to jail.
I don't care. Give me this, man. Let it go. Let it go. You better get out of here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. You trying to take our stuff.
You better let our stuff go. You better go. You better go, baby. You better get off my back.
You going?
You better let our stuff go. Woman, that's not your stuff. You didn't pay for that. You don't own the store. You don't even work there. And if you did work there, you still couldn't just walk out with a basket full of shit. Multiple baskets. Not just one, multiple. The entitlement for black women in this country is crazy. Crazy. They entitled to everything that's not theirs. Even the shit that they don't work for.
Jail.
You better get off my back. Y'all can have it. I don't give a damn. Y'all can keep it. Come on, let's go, y'all. Hurry up.
You going to jail. I got your face on.
Girl, get out my face, girl. Come on. You better stop. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on recording.
Okay, I thought, let me see. I thought I actually had a better view. Did she show that? Wait a minute. I want to show. Yeah, there it is right there. That's what I need. See, okay. Everyone see that right there? Okay, so I needed to go back. Can everyone see that picture right there? His servant, you tell me and we'll both know. Has anyone heard the NAACP, the Congressional Black Caucus, the Black ministers and puppets and race hustlers? Have they said anything about the mass shoplifting that takes place? That's the exact reason I won't do retail security. Right, Tijuana? Don't do it. If anything happens, you'll be thrown under the bus. How you doing, Vicky? Vicky, hit that little thumb. That's the like button. All right, we have about 40 people in here. Only 27 have hit the like button. So let me go back so you can see this right here. This is what I want you to see. Pay attention when she takes it out of her pocketbook.
She fucked up, but she trying to get to that basket and stop this lady from stealing.
Now, anyone who works in retail or in restaurants, I always tell my students, do not engage with someone who is committing a crime. Do not. I tell them to go and get their manager. So some of you know I help students get jobs, and I tell them all the time. All right, so let's see.
This lady probably retired. You know what I'm saying? Probably her little side job. She is trying to do her time and, you know what I'm saying, put her hours in and get her check and go home. Unlike this motherfucker right here. That obviously don't have a job because she in here stealing. Or need a better job.
It's so Don't touch us. Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch us. Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch me and my kids.
You see that right there? Don't touch us. Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch me and my kid. Can everyone see what she has in her hand right there? Everyone see that? Connie, yes, they are. Tijuana, stay as far away from security as you can. Because no matter what you do, it will be wrong. And they'll call you a racist. Ask me how I know. Don't do it, Tijuana. No, no, no. You can't win. All right. So here we go.
Pulled out a gun on the lady.
Again, there it is. My cursor. So this woman is nuts. Officially. My girls, I know one thing you could never trust as an Uber food deliverer. Okay, my girl, his servant. When we had our business, I would just call the police. They always came within minutes. We have the best. Okay, his servant, tell us what state you're in. Stealing is stealing, whatever color you are. Boom. I think that's Florida. Yeah. All right, here we go.
What you gonna do? You gonna shoot this old lady for some school supplies?
And again, she had more. You don't need a comforter at school. All right. Big Cheese, I am going to cover that mail, that situation. I just found out about it today. I need to learn some more info. Okay, here we go.
Some uniforms? You gonna put it all on the line for your kids for 1 year of school supplies and uniforms. We need fathers back in these households, man. We need fathers back in these households, and y'all boys need to learn y'all some dick discipline, because ain't no way in hell Respucia should be out here having babies. Yeah.
Facts. His servant. I'm in North Carolina too. I am right here at Fort Bragg. All right. So again, that's what I wanted you to see. She's stealing. You better not say anything to me. You better not touch me. You better not touch my kids. And she's as wrong as
Ma'am, don't touch us. Move, ma'am.
Can't walk out here.
And that's a Minnie Mouse. That was a Minnie Mouse thing or something in that court. Like, this ain't no stuff that they need for school.
Come on, we gotta pick the basket up. You better go home more than you gonna get hurt. My kids gotta go to school. I gotta do what I gotta do for my kids.
I gotta do what I gotta do for my kids.
Can you believe this crap? Oh my God. Tijuana, Miss Rowland is not a hate. No, I am most assuredly not Tijuana. I share the videos that are viral. And so I'm not, singling out any race of people. So anyone that feels that way, oh well. Okay. She was Christmas shopping. Okay. Boom.
Don't get that in the car. Go ahead and go. I'll keep trying to get this other bag.
Look, that's a
Someone tell me that these kids have a real chance in life, and this is their mother. Type in the comment section what type of future you think that these children are going to have. I'll wait. This is totally unacceptable. Tell me what your thoughts are. I want to know, because all we hear is white supremacy and racism is the cause of all Black Americans' problems, right? No, ma'am, no, sir, that's not the problem. 60 plus years of voting for Democrats, that's the problem. And again, I don't know how many of you heard, we said with everything going on in these blue cities, Trump, he's putting federal agents. I'm telling you, martial law is coming. He's sending in the troops, as he should. Mayor knows what's in their future, a prison number. Thank you. People don't like it, but those are facts. The video, if you were not here, I just did the video. Black women are raising criminals, and they are. And I know people don't like it, and I don't care. If you were not here, I just dropped that link. The Black Women Are Raising Criminals. It's doing very well now. Anytime it's over 1,000, I'm like, yay. More than 200 or 300 people get to see it or view it. Yes. So you don't realize how important it is when you share out videos, because you don't know, you may share it and 2 or 3 other people may share it, and it just keeps going. Connie, I wish it were. We've all heard the truth is stranger than fiction, but when people have been allowed to do this with no repercussions, no wonder that you can tell she had no fear of police or anyone. She had waving her, you know what, around that she took out of her pocketbook. They're used to that. Always stand up. Big Cheese said, my girls, I'm Black first, and I live my Black community and will always stand up for my people. Big Cheese, what about these people that are committing these crimes? What do you think should happen to them? I want to see what your response is, because I know you don't like me talking about it. But what would be your solution? I would love to hear your solution. So these mothers are upset. Now again, we're talking about what? Priority. Yes, Florida. Boom, you're right. His servant. My kids went to thrift stores with their friends. They love finding deals. Right. Tina, some mother. Yeah. So listen to this BS, because I'm having more and more people come and say, Big Cheese, there are no reparations coming. Get out, work hard. That's all you need to do. I told you already, go to Africa and ask Africa for reparations. They sold their brethren and sisterin into slavery. Once you go and ask Africa, then come back and talk to me. I call out Latinos crossing illegally. That doesn't make me a racist or race hater. Boom. Thank you, Tijuana. But they want to call us all anti-immigrant and all these other names. Listen to this crap. And you know I love Pink Book. I sent her an email. She never responded. But she calls it out. She does not care. I love it.
Anything that my kids need to succeed, you provide everything.
Did you hear what she just said? Anything that my kids need to succeed, you provide. So she's going to be one of the people who goes to to get the free backpacks and school supplies, but her kid will be walking around with $1,000 iPhone and Jordans. These are the people that I have problems with, and I'm just keeping it totally transparent.
Okay, I'm not providing anything but the body, and I'm barely doing that. You better be glad I'm doing that. And then also, so I'm going to say this since no other parent is saying it.
And this is what we're dealing with, folks. Just so you know, I've dealt with this type of behavior for 27 years. I hope all of you have a whole new view of what educate. Another reason I'm sharing these videos, I want you to know what teachers deal with in the schools, some worse than others, but these, hey, it is what it is.
And I'm definitely qualified because I have 5 children. I have 2 sets of twins and a teenager. I'm a parent who does not buy school supplies.
The reason nobody's saying it is because the rest of us are buying our kids' school supplies. And apparently we're buying your kids' school supplies too. Like, are we still debating this? It's 2025. I thought we were all in agreement that if these people are going to be watching our kids for 8 hours a day, we're going to buy them whatever they need. If my daughter's teacher needs gas money to get to the school so that she can teach my daughter, baby, meet me at the gas station and I will fill your car up.
Are you like the...
All right, let me get rid of the commercial. Jason, I'm answering you right now. Woo! What are your thoughts on this, Mo? So again, they want the school to do everything. And it's supposed to be what? The school, the parents working in unison to make that child successful. So now you see what we're dealing with.
I don't play about these teachers and what they do for us and for our children. Like,
I hear someone who knows and who's doing the right thing. That other lady, she can kick rocks.
Not having the money to buy the extra school supplies, that's one thing. But just being on here to complain just to complain. Okay, look, I complain. When I'm in Target putting all the stuff in my car, I'm complaining as I'm doing it. But I'm doing it. Complaining just makes me feel better in the moment. But I 1000% understand why they need what they need. Our children getting the most out of their education, it starts with us supporting the educator. So to all the teachers out there, we see you, we love you, we appreciate you, and may God bless you with a room full of parents who buy the damn school supplies.
And again, the people who feel entitled, who are used to be receiving everything. Yes, Tina, you know, she calls them out on this nonsense too. She does. I love it. She makes no excuses. So, Tijuana, back in the day, our taxes paid for school supplies, all the vote blue no matter who, and illegals stealing money took all that away. Yes, vote better. Boom. Oh my God.
Kids at least got 4 boxes of Kleenexes. Imagine every single kid in the classroom of 20 bring 4 boxes of Kleenexes on top of the Lysol spray and wipes.
Ain't no way we on this app arguing about some fucking school supplies. Now this whole summer y'all been singing that Lotto song.
And the people have the money, but they want to spend it on something else. Someone tell me I'm wrong.
Brokey. And now all of a sudden, 4 Kleenex boxes, a pack of pens, a pack of pencils is a problem. And let's not forget when y'all had that Don Julio bottles on y'all head. Talking about some Don. Should have been buying some Don dish.
Right, but they have the nails done, the hair done. Ask them to buy some school supplies. It's a problem. Priorities. Boom. Has nothing to do with white supremacy and systemic racism.
Show for your kids. And then y'all like, well, they want 4 packs of pens. And I'm just going to buy 1 pack for my son and my daughter because these teachers, they keeping the pens. They keeping the extra supplies.
Ma'ams, sirs, we do not need your supplies. We are provided with supplies from the school. So again, they don't know what they're talking about.
The teachers, what the fuck are they supposed to do with the supplies? What do y'all think they're doing with these supplies? They're taking it home, running a sweatshop, selling these pens out that back door? I can already see it. These parent-teacher conferences finna be crazy this year.
That's if they even show up, because unless somebody's tossing free bundles and wigs at their heads, good luck getting any parental participation.
And we already know, we talked about that, right, Dorian? So again, it's priorities. Think like a lion. How you doing, love? I always felt proud and smart with new pencils and an eraser, notebook, Elmer's glue, color crayon. Oh, those were my favorite days, lion. Things like a lion. When mom would always take me grocery shopping, and I remember my Trapper Keeper and all of that stuff. My pen. I remember when pens came out with erasers. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, it's that time of year again. After a hot girl summer, blowing thousands on weave, vacations, hookah, concerts, and dinners, they're settling all over social media, complaining about a school supply list. Mad at teachers for asking for, quote, too much. Talking about my son don't need no tissue or disinfectant spray. Like, girl, quit playing. Your crump snatcher sons and daughters absolutely need the tissue and the Lysol. Complaining about a box of crayons and markers when you have no issue dropping money on eyelashes and baby hairs? That's crazy work. It's given broke with priorities completely out of order.
Have I not been saying that natural Africanism? I don't know, natural. Hit the like button, folks. Share this stream out if you have other forms of social media. Stop buying McDonald's and pizza and phones. Boom. Things like a lion. Don't forget the Jordans. Don't forget the eyelashes. Don't forget the nails. Don't forget the hair, the wigs, right? But you don't want to buy school supplies. Make it make sense. Robert, how about Al Sharpton and Jamal Bryant help buy school supplies for these kids? Right. Good luck with that, right, Robert?
You can't afford school supplies like the first lady in that clip. Why are you even laid up having kids anyway? I don't get it. It's always the brokest ones who don't have no money and can't even take care of themselves, stay pushing out babies from men they claim they don't want or who clearly don't want them.
Have we not said that on this channel? I know people don't like it, but I will say it again. If you are poor, don't continue to have children. You can't take care of the ones that you have. at one point in this country, and I told you I've actually taught about eugenics, and when we had forced sterilization in this country. Okay, so I'm just saying something needs to give. This is not okay.
And on top of that, they have the nerve to blame the teacher, like the teacher made the baby. Let's be real. If the pandemic taught us anything, it's that these flamingos hate their own kids. Don't let them fool you. They were losing their minds when forced to be a real active parent.
Right. And that's why during the pandemic, parents were so angry when they sent the kids home. They didn't want to be bothered with their own kids. Not my problem. I don't have any children. I have cats. I put down my food, get clean water, and clean the litter box. That's all I have to do. I can't help it. You have children that you don't want to be bothered with. That sounds like a personal problem, ma'am. My girl, the lady with 5 kids, is saving her money for weave, nails, and a tight outfit. My girl. Yes. Jammer, buying supplies for your kids for school should never be a problem. Lord Jammer, they want to spend the money on something else. Riddle me this. Can't afford school supplies, but kids have new cell phones. Star gets it. Star, that's what I've been saying. I've said that in several videos. As an educator, there are things that I see and that I know. Nothing I've been told, just what I have witnessed with my own 2 eyeballs. If you can't budget welfare, you shouldn't be on it. Boom. Hey, I don't have a problem with that. How you doing, boss chick? How are you, love? Hit that like button. All right, here we go.
When all the schools shut down. Don't think we forgot. So y'all better stop playing with these teachers before they all quit and leave you at home to raise your own back behind bastards.
Woo, woo, woo. Pink book. Woo, she got him that time. Woo.
What the make you think your kid don't use the tissues at school? Like, that don't make sense. Y'all on here complaining about school supplies. Oh, my son don't need wipes, and why am I buying markers for that? They need them. What the you go send them up to school without all that? Y'all always complain. Listen, I'm gonna get on here complaining, but y'all complaining about the wrong, bro. Send your kids to school so they can learn.
Connie, Connie, now you get my point. When I'm always complaining, you hear me screaming to the top of my lungs. I haven't created the school to the pipeline, school to the prison pipeline. These sorry parents created, not me. Connie, now you get my point. Now you see why I'm always screaming to anyone that will hear. Miss Rowland, you always have great content. Thank you, Tijuana. You know I keep it very transparent. You know I do, love. Dorian, even my mom brought me textbooks for college and it wasn't a big deal. Right, priorities. But when you're used to getting, you want everything handed to you because you want to take your money and spend it on something else. And that's not acceptable.
That's y'all problem. How the fuck is you complaining about fucking tissue, bro? Bro, y'all is out here buying cut waters every weekend. Them is $13 for a pack of 4. What the?
You just are complaining about having to buy school supplies for the kids that you decided to have? Cheap. You just are cheap. You would have thought the supplies was like 50 bands or something. Mind you, just stay high. Stay with some Julio. Yeah, buy the school supplies and stop being above that.
And when there's no more fucking teachers left in the world because y'all keep fucking bullying these teachers over some fucking school supplies you had to buy for somebody else's kids to share, make sure your ass hop in front of that fucking classroom and you teach your own kids your fucking self.
They're not going to do that because they think we're professional babysitters and they just want to send them off, even during exam week. So for those that aren't in education and don't understand, when we have final exams at the end of each semester, if the students don't have exams to take, they don't have to come as long as they're not over in absences. They don't have too many absences. And I ask a lot of students, again, this is personal experience. Why are you here and you don't have any exams to take and there's nothing to do? My mother made me come. And the mother's at home. She's not working. She doesn't want to be bothered with it. They don't want to be bothered with their own children. No, you don't, Dorian. You don't. Lord Jammer, they would rather spend money on weave and weed. Boom. No lies were detected. Florida, I love when you said the biggest residents. Darla said, I buy old textbooks at estate sales. If you want evidence of how we've been dumbed down, check out what they used to teach. Darla, no lies were detected in that statement. Nothing but truth. And where are we here? Darla, my money goes to treats, food, hay for the biggest residents, and corn for my egg makers. All right, Darla. Lying, no, it doesn't make sense. So where are we here? Tijuana, I'm a one-income individual. I can budget for everything, even my dog supplies and personal care products, without stealing. Me too, Tijuana. It's just me, Tijuana, me, and I buy my cat food and everything and cat litter, and that's all, and I can budget, right? Oh my God, here we go.
Because it's about to be no more teachers left in this classroom thanks to y'all fucking selfish ass parents. Y'all so fucking quick to share men, but y'all can't share school supplies with other kids. That school supply list max costs about $25. A lot of kids and parents can't afford to buy their children school supplies.
Nah, that's a personal problem. Every child should be sent to school with their supplies. It should be a requirement, including the supplies that they all stash together and they all use out the same pot. They all have to contribute. Listen, first of all, your kids are in public school anyway, so you didn't even have to pay for them to be there. All the taxpayers in the community are the ones contributing to your children's education already. Yeah, the whole community, specifically the property owners, they're the ones contributing to your child's education. While you're not even paying property taxes, you're getting child rebates or refund checks and won't even invest that child tax credit back into your own children. Instead, you're using it on nonsense and stuff for yourself that you don't even need and can't even afford. So no, I don't want to hear it. If you can afford weave, nails, and alcohol, you can afford to buy pencils, pens, and crayons. Nah, don't nobody want to hear that.
And y'all wonder why teachers are fucking quitting? Y'all realize that a lot of teachers want to quit every single day, but the only reason why they don't quit is because they actually give a fuck about our kids. Teachers already don't get paid shit to begin with. I don't buy school supplies to share with other kids. Do you hear how stupid and fucking selfish y'all sound? These are children. It's a fucking box of pencils that may cost you at max $1.50 at Walmart. A teacher's budget is crazy. A lot of that they have to pay for out their fucking pocket. So if you have to buy an extra sanitizer for the class, who the cares? I have watched parents in classrooms cuss a fucking teacher out, all because the fucking teacher asked their child to put their cell phone away in class. Oh, I bought my child's cell phone. They could be on it. What? You couldn't pay me to be a teacher. There is no amount of money in the world that you can pay me to be a mother teacher these days. Fuck all that.
Jammer, no lies are detected. The problem with these people is they want to have kids, but want everyone else to provide for them. Jammer, nothing but facts. And yeah, and even when parents come up there and they're, you did this to my child or you did that. And I'm just like, oh, you're thinking in the back of your mind. Now I see why your child acts like they do. But thank God I don't have too many of those. Thank God. Whew.
Thankless job. Not only do we have to put up with the kids not being raised right at home and have to manage all that chaos 30 times over, but you also have to deal with their parents. And let me tell you, the parents are the worst because all the problems you see in those kids, that's where they got it from.
If these teachers decide to say this and y'all kids, a lot of y'all gonna be in motherfucking trouble. For somebody that's gonna have my kid, which is like a second parent, because I'm not there, almost 7-8 hours out the motherfucking day. Girl, you can get whatever he or she, you can get whatever you want from me. You bitches is complaining about supporting these teachers because of the list they send home. But you gonna go over there and support that same sorry ass nigga that ain't did for you all year. But lay up in your shit, eat your food, dry your car, tear up your motherfucking car. Don't put no gas in your car. Have ride around in your car. Have his friends ride around in your car. He made no money in your car. Y'all up here complaining about motherfucking school supplies.
Oh my God. How you doing, Kelly Duggan? I have 2 in college and 1 in middle school. My husband and I pay for everything because we are the parents and that's our job and responsibility. Boom. Kelly gets it. How you doing, Kelly? Kelly, hit that like button, love. If you are enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. Yes. That's how it's supposed to be, Kelly. But unfortunately, Kelly, 60 plus years of voting for the Democrats, and people are entitled. They don't feel they should have to pay for anything. The Democrats have lied to these people. The Democrats have indoctrinated and brainwashed these people into thinking that the cause of all of their problems is white supremacy and systemic racism instead of choices that you made. Boom. Oh, the mindset. That's the liberal way of thinking. Thinks like a lion. Doing what? Thank you, Kelly. Kelly, share this with family and friends. Share it on your Facebook page. We're glad you're here. We call out the nonsense. We call out the gaslighting of the left. And this is not acceptable. Just Kelly, I'm an educator, so a lot of the things center around what's going on and people's behavior, because as I said, Jason and Darla and Dorian and Thinks Like a Lion and my girls and Jammer and Florida, they've been here so long, they know. When I'm showing you this behavior that people are exhibiting, what do I always say? Yeah, we see it all the time. It starts in the schools. So that it is what it is.
Like, you got to get a grip. The same motherfucking village that y'all sit up here and complain that y'all don't have, when it's time to pitch in, it's a motherfucking problem.
That's because all they want to do is take, which is exactly why you can't build.
And just so you know, some of you know, I teach food science and I teach animal science and I teach agri-science. The courses I teach are career and technical education courses. And one of the words that she just used, that Pink Book just said, one of the statements she made was all that they do is take, i.e., in scientific terms, they are parasites. Boom. That's also in my curriculum as well. And I have microscopes and I share various parasites that my students have to actually look through the microscopes, identify, learn the life cycle and the host and all of that stuff. So I'm very well versed on parasites.
Anything with them. They only take and destroy. Super selfish and irresponsible to the core. If they were actually doing what they were supposed to do for their own child, they wouldn't even be online complaining and begging for a village to raise the kid they laid down and made in the first place.
And all this woofing and huffing and motherfucking puffing about school supplies. Homeschool them then. Teach them at home.
They don't want to homeschool them. They don't want them at home. They just push them on us. And when they do go back home, they put a tablet or a phone in their hand because they don't want to be bothered with their own kids. Boom.
Oh, I guarantee you're going to wish you would have bought them 4 boxes of Kleenex. 4 fucking bottles of hand sanitizer. Y'all got me upset.
You know, you can always tell when it's back to school time here in the United States because you get a certain type of parent that comes on the internet to complain about their child's school supply list.
And you know, she's talking about the hood rats, the bone quisha. Now you can see this person she's not in that demographic. Okay. Again, there's a demographic inside the demographic, and this lady is obviously not part of that.
So I see why there is a teacher shortage. Because if what I'm seeing on this app is the same parent that shows up to the school, I can only imagine the behavior your children exhibit at school.
Exactly. We all know where they get the bad, disrespectful behavior from.
Getting on this app trying to shame an underpaid teacher for a school supply list that she deems necessary in order for her to successfully educate your children is crazy. Mind you, y'all probably some of the same parents that will go buy your children $300 pair of sneakers and a $200 backpack, and they're illiterate.
Okay, where have you heard that before? How many times have I told you I have witnessed this with my own eyes? They'll come up there and anything that is free, Florida, respectfully, you're going to the corner, Miss Rose. Florida, yeah, you watch it, Miss Florida. Dorian, well, I understand people don't group all Black women the same. There are some out there who care and were raised well by a 2-parent household and a single parent household. Good point, my girls. I felt the same way when I went to college and I was around white women more than Black women. Yeah, and again, there's a demographic inside a demographic. And I told you, I will not be around people who are into ghetto, nefarious activities. I was not raised like that. I am too old to go to that lifestyle now. I am good. Dorian, girl, that's true. The problem is ratchet behavior has been normalized. Yeah, we don't see enough of the Condoleezza Rices and the Dr. Carol Swains. We don't see them all over social media. We see the ratchet people, the demographic inside the demographic. All right.
I want to make sure.
Let me get rid of this commercial. How about okay, Jeffrey. How you doing, Jeffrey? Hit the like button, love.
Will wear those same $300 sneakers to a free school supply giveaway.
Where have you heard that before? I don't know if this woman is an educator. She did not say. Where have you heard that before? Someone type it in the comment section, please. Oh, where have you seen that before? Where have you heard that before? Excuse me. I got too excited. Oh my God. My girl, Dora, be that as it may, I believe there's some out here who don't fall into the broke black culture. Yeah, a lot of people don't, but you don't see them. Miss Teacher, I can't get it no more. I done did it. Miss Lynn, Jeffrey, what did you do? Oh my God. Cecilia, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Made the live. Let's not let these deadbeat daddies off the hook. We're not. We're just talking about, Cecilia. That's a good point too. Hit the like button, love. We're just talking about these women online complaining, but they're wasting money on many other items. Okay, here we go.
Taking away from a child who really is in need, but yet has the audacity to get on the internet and complain about a school supply list, and your children are illiterate.
Facts.
I see why teachers are leaving the schoolroom to protect their peace and sometimes their lives, because some of you parents and your children are very violent and disrespectful. Couldn't be me. So to the teachers going into the 2025-2026 school year, God bless you and good luck.
I am genuinely confused. Matter of fact, I am mind blown around this whole topic around school supplies. When did school supplies become an issue? Because did y'all parents not send y'all to school with school supplies? Like, I thought that was just like kind of like what you did as a parent. You sent your kid to school with a pack of pencils, paper, and folder. Like, I'm confused. And it's been like that ever since, at least since I was a kid. My mom always sent me to school with school supplies. Other kids that I went to school with, they came to school. Like, I am confused. Where did we stray? So I've heard a couple different videos about the topic, and I've heard the side of, I don't want to buy school supplies for the other children. I just want to buy school supplies for my child to use, right? It's not my duty to make sure that other kids have what they need or the classroom has what it needs. So there's that side. And then I heard this lady say that she ain't buying jack shit for her kids, no school supplies. But I guarantee you she's sending her kid back to school with some $100 plus shoes, probably a couple pair. But school supplies is where you draw the line. Like, come on, she not.
You've heard that if you've been here on this channel, they'll have the $1,000 iPhone, the $300 Jordans, right? But they don't want to spend money on school supplies. That's the school's job to provide their child with school supplies. Make it make sense. What does that have to do with white supremacy and systemic racism? Maybe I missed it.
I'm sending them to school with no school supplies, which is kind of crazy to me. It ain't kind of. That's wild. That is wild. You got parent over here that's saying, I'm not buying for the classroom. I want to buy for my kid and my kid only. And then you have this parent over here that's saying, well, I'm not buying my kid nothing, let alone somebody else's kid. I'm sending my kid to school with nothing. So who's going to make sure that this kid right here has what it needs?
The school. And of course, we have coloring pencils and markers and construction paper. We have, the trifold boards when they have to do projects. So typically now, those that don't know, I teach the level I'm at, I teach high school. And when kids, when they need supplies, some kids have it. Every once in a while, I have a student that may not have it, and we'll just give them what they need. And the parents know that, and so they're like, forget it, and they go spend the money on weave or weed. Boom. So much for independent women. All right, Tijuana. They say independent. Then when it's time to spend money, they say nope. Things Like a Lion, I'm the 1%. I wanted my kids. Good for you, Things Like a Lion. How you doing, Chubbs? Thank you for your service, sir. Chat, the people that educate our children deserve more pay and respect. They help guide our children's future. Salute. Thank you, Cecilia. Hey, we do what we can. Connie, what a shame. Teachers have a hard job. To Connie, I have so many videos I want to share with you where students have attacked teachers and parents have gone up to the schools and attacked teachers. I mean, they are nuts. Oh.
In school to succeed. If this parent is like, that's not my problem, and this parent is like, that's not my problem, then who does that fall on? It falls on the school or the teacher, the underpaid teacher. But you know what? Thank God there are parents like me who send their kids to school with extra packs of pencils and extra packs of paper, extra folders, extra erasers. Because if not, this kid over here would not have what it needs to succeed. Think about it. There are 20 to 25 kids in each classroom, right? On average, right? At least in my daughter's school, 20 to 25 kids in each classroom, maybe more in some areas. If every parent spent an extra $1 and bought another pack of pencils, right? Or, a few extra packs of erasers that are like 50 cents. Nobody is saying you got to spend this excessive amount of money. So that the kid over here with the parent that's saying, I'm not buying my kid any school supplies, or the parent who cannot afford any, let's remember that. The parent that cannot afford any, that child can have what it needs to succeed. You guys got to think that our children are our future. If they're not succeeding now or not set up for success, this might impact us way down the line. So you got to see the bigger picture. Like, y'all got to stop. Oh my God. Like, I just cannot believe that this is a trending topic right now. School supplies, y'all. This is crazy. And this whole talk about buying more supplies to help the kids in need. No, it's not about helping kids in need. It's about holding parents accountable for taking care of their own children. Period. You're sending your kids to free public school already, and you can't even buy a 50-cent eraser or a pack of $1 pencils? No. This is not about helping kids in need. It's about parents simply not giving a F about their own children.
Right.
Y'all got to remember, these are the same people that get those child tax credits every year, tax season. How they don't have no money at all? Because I don't care who you are, what you don't got. You can't tell me you don't have $20 to $25 to make sure your child is equipped with what they need to go to school for the whole school year. Like, cut it out. Y'all spend more money on that on lemon pepper wings. Nah, they ain't fooling me. I don't feel sorry for you. This is not about helping other children. It's about taking care of the ones you got and buying school supplies. That's a part of being a parent. If you didn't want to spend the money to take care of these kids, why are y'all sitting around having them? And then what I don't understand, they'll use those same kids to get resources from the government or child support, tax money, all kinds of money. You'll use those kids to get that money, but won't reinvest any of the money that you get for them into them, which is supposed to be the purpose and the reason for that money in the first place. Let's go ahead and get the comment.
So again, priorities. Yes, they're setting them up for failure. Now you see this all ties back into what you hear me saying all the time. I do not create the pipeline. No other teacher creates the pipeline from the school to the prison. So that's why, you see, I ratcheted it up. I'm sharing more and more because I'm sick of being blamed for that crap. No, that was their drug money. They ain't going to spend it on their kid, Jeffrey. You got it. Yes, darling, that's the sad part. This was adults. Chubbs, those parents go and get their nails and hair done, but won't spend money for their kids. Exactly. Cecilia, Roland, I moved from the city to the suburbs. Their children's schools look like college campuses compared to the city. Boom. And they invest. And then when we ask for anything, they are there. And we have our parent teacher conference, Monday. And I made this statement on, I think, one video or two ago. The parents you really need to see, you don't see. Most of the top tier students, their parents are the ones that are there. We don't need to see those. We need to see the others who don't give a care, like the people in this video. My girls, I agree 1000% with Pink. Lessons you laid down and made them rise up and take care of them. They're not going to, my girls, because they've never been held accountable for anything. Everything is due to white supremacy and systemic racism. So that's their go-to. They're not held accountable for anything or responsible. Right, Dorian? You're right. Hit that like button. Share the stream out, if you will. All right, let me see. I wanted to show you, I'm still keeping you informed about what's going on with the victim. I wanted to share this with you because I told you I'm going to keep updating you on and the lady Holly, she is looking a bit better, but again, they don't know if she will ever be back to normal. And that's just tragic. And I wanted to share this with you. Yesterday, I think when I did the video, you showed another young lady that was arrested. The man who actually, knocked her out, he has been arrested, and he shouldn't even be out of jail. He should have been somewhere incarcerated. But of course, Cincinnati, right? Vote blue no matter who, right? Trust me, you surely don't want those loser parents coming in to cuss you out. Sometimes they do, Tijuana. I don't respond. I just, yeah. All right. So listen to this. This is Holly. As you can see, as the days go by, she is starting to look a little bit better, but the brutality, she's traumatized. She can't go outside. I think she's having anxiety or panic attacks. So the physical is healing, but she's saying the emotional. Oh my God.
When we came outside, there were some racist comments. I guess some of the people that we were with were from the country of Russia, and there were a bunch of Russian comments and some people saying that they wanted to beat up the Russians. So I don't even know how they knew where they were from. And then there were some comments about, white people shouldn't be out here, or we're going to go night-night, you white bleep words.
Was it in any way racially motivated? Do you feel like this was a message to people like you, don't come here anymore?
I do, but, I don't feel that they're going to win. I don't want retaliation where there's white versus black going on out there.
The city councilwoman, Victoria Parks, Holly, posted on Facebook that you and others, quote, begged for that beatdown.
And don't you know this woman is still a city councilwoman? She has not been made to step down. Someone type in the comment section if the roles were reversed. Someone type in the comment section if she were white and if the victims had been black and she had made that statement. Someone type in the comment section what you think would have happened.
And then instead of apologizing for those comments, she made this comment. Watch.
I am a grown woman. That night when I wrote on the internet, I mentioned that's the way.
I'll pause that just in case some of you may have missed that. Thank you, Tijuana. They would still be burning. Boom. Jason, I think she needs to go now. That statement, they begged for that beat down, and I am grateful for the whole story. She sounds right. That sounds racist to me. Now, you tell me what you think. That sounds kind of racist. But I'm sure she was in church on Sunday. Whites need to start suing for racial discrimination. Boom. The Justice Department, I think, FBI is investigating that. It was a hate crime. Karen Bass' sister Dory. Okay.
Way I felt, and I'm not going to back down from it.
What's your message to Ms. Parks tonight?
I just want to know what kind of leadership you think that this is showing to the rest of the people who are supposed to be serving and protecting. If you are encouraging this kind of behavior, then obviously no change is going to happen for the good. It's going to continue. Everyone was standing around recording and egging it on and, like cheering to them. And I kept waiting for the police to show up and waiting and terrified, and when I realized the police weren't going to come, I could hear someone, the man that I jumped in front of, literally crying to God, please God, somebody save me, somebody help me. It was the third time he had been knocked down and kicked in his face over and over. I want to say at least a solid 15, 20 minutes this was going on. I mean, the videos that you see are little short blurps, but this was going on for so long. It was ridiculous. And it was like one crowd would come in and start beating on them, and then another crowd would come in and take their turn. I remember the police coming, and I was very, I was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. We're going to be saved. And it was one police car, two officers, very short with us. They didn't call for backup. They didn't call an ambulance. And they just acted like we were just some little hoodlums, and they were gonna talk to us to appease us, but not really my whole life if it's not just the swelling. So that's
what I was saying. Her whole life has changed. Did you hear what she said? How you doing, Lanita? She may have to have a caretaker her entire life. And I would sue the city of Cincinnati. They were woefully short on manpower that night to have all those different events going on. Chubb, she would have been fired, and the media would have put her through, she wouldn't have a job anywhere if she was white. Boom. Again, they have two sets of rules. The idea that a Russian, this is from Lanita, the idea that a Russian foreigner had the nerve to lay hands on an American citizen first, along with the N-word, is what triggered the whole situation. Why should anyone allow abuse? Okay. His servant, this makes me physically ill. Yeah, it hurts me to watch it. His servant. Baby is called defunded the police department. Right. What's his name? LeBron James from Cleveland. Wasn't he? But he was behind all that. Defund the police. Yeah. How did that work out for the state of Ohio and the city of Cincinnati? My girls, that high-calorie councilwoman and the rest of our crew will stand before Almighty God and give an account. Boom. Thank you, my girl. You may get away with it here, but we all have to go stand in front of the Creator. It hurts to see it on my... Jeffrey, it hurts me too. It just, I have to hold myself together. It just hurts.
It's pretty scary.
I was just about to ask, how are you doing emotionally?
Not okay. I'm not okay at all, and I'm not going to be okay for a really long time. I know bruises heal, but I don't think people talk enough about mental side effects of something very traumatic that happens. I'm terrified to go outside. I have panic attacks. It's like I'm there in that moment again, over and over every time I have a panic attack. And where my brain is having trouble understanding, like, what's real, what's not real. It feels like it's happening over and over again. And my brain's like, I'm safe, I'm okay.
He's a wonderful guy. He did his time, as they said it, but he's...
Now listen to her. And we've seen this. And of course, all of these people are wonderful mothers and fathers of the year, right? Yeah.
Since he did his time, he has changed his life completely. Everything they're trying to point him out to be a thug, that is not him. It's not so.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I saw him in the video, and he was pretty violent.
He was, but you'll be violent if somebody spit on you as well. You'll be violent if somebody calls you a racial slur.
These Russians was walking down the street.
Oh, I can't listen to his mother anymore. Oh my God. So I wanted to share that with you. Tina, I feel, yeah, Tina. Roland LeBron ain't my king. Good. She says she holds no ill will either. Yes. Her life will never be the same. And I wanted to share this with you because we've been talking about an uptick. How you doing, VRJ40? Hello, Roland. Did you cover the Black North Carolina Democrat who voted with the North Carolina GOP against illegal immigration? Enjoy your show. Thank you, VR. I have not covered it. However, I plan to. Yes. Yeah, that was historic for her to do that. So we finally have someone with some brains saying no, no, no. So I'm going to cover it. It's just I've been busy this week. Unfortunately, VRJ school is starting, so we've been in meetings and classes all week. So I haven't had time, but don't you worry, VRJ. You keep looking and I will definitely get to it, VRJ. VRJ, hit that like button, love. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video out on your Facebook and other forms of social media. We are growing. I love it. Thank you so much, VR. I am going to cover that. Yes. These are weak-minded ninjas that let words define them. My girls, this is what I tell my students. Walk away. Be the bigger person. We need, and again, we watch the students, the same students that are in the schools fighting, into trouble. They get out here in society. It's the same. I told you it's the same group of people. Be safe, Roland. Yes, it is. Tijuana. We're in hurricane season. Roland LeBron is jealous because Jordan is better. Yeah. Do you think American citizens should be allowed to harm citizens no matter what race or ethnicity? If it happens to you, what you gonna do? Hug them, girl, put the tiger paws on them. Lanita, and I guess we're all in different places. I don't go out in public a lot because people are just unhinged. So, but I wanted to show this to you. This is hilarious. But I walk away if someone starts talking crazy. I'm not going to argue with people. I'm not going to touch anyone, and no one has touched me. And Lanita, I'm in a different space. If I could explain why, and I know everyone's different. Everyone's in a different space emotionally, psychologically. Let me tell you why the reason I act the way that I do. I am representing my mother. My mother passed in 2019. And if I try to act out of character, I would dishonor her name. And I cannot do that. I can't. Because I can hear her call Lindsay if I'm, and I don't want to do anything to dishonor my mother in the way that she raised me, because I know how she didn't raise me to do that. My dad is still alive and he would get me, right? But in honor of my mother, I'm in a different space. So it doesn't matter what people say, what people do. I just walk away. And again, that's just where I am, Nothing is, to me, it's not, I don't care about names or anything like that. One thing slavery taught Black people: wear their emotions on their sleeve. Yeah, and my girls, mom passed in 2019, and so nothing is that serious to me. It's just not. And you can call me anything. I don't care. I'm the same way, Miss Lynn. Yes, Tina. I still know mom walks with me, and I don't want to do anything to dishonor everything that she, taught me, and I just can't do it. Jeffrey, you're the same way. Yeah, so Lanita, I hope that explains a lot. Tijuana, name calling should not elicit such violence unless you're psychotic. Tijuana, from the beginning of this saga, I told you, had it remained one-on-one, where the guy who was calling the guy the N-word, spit on him, whatever. If it had remained one-on-one, I did not have a problem with that. But when the mob got involved, that was too much. I say get away if you can, but if they have you hemmed up, you have to defend yourself. Just saying, yeah. And I guess, Lanita, I've never been in that situation. Thank God. I guess God has me covered. I've never been in a situation like that. And so, but that's where so you know where I am mentally. Maybe that explains why I am the way I am. I do not want to dishonor my mother, and my dad is still alive. He's 90 years old. I don't want to dishonor him either. So my dad survived a vicious attack back in 1998. He didn't hold everyone of a certain demographic responsible, and I will not dishonor his memory. Boom. Darla gets it. Yes. Cecilia, Roland, you were brought up like me. Like I said, when people show you who they are, believe them. Yes. Jeffrey, that's why you stay out of crowds as much as you can. I do. Jeffrey, I do. I don't do big crowds a lot because I know people are unhinged. People will try to say something to trigger you. And so I don't do big crowds a lot. I don't. Because like I said, I'm still trying to honor mom. I don't want to do anything, say anything, and then hear her voice. Okay, Lindsay, now, you know that's not right. I don't want to, because I know mom is still, I know she's still near me, and I don't want to bring shame on her. Okay? I hope that explains something. My girls, I said the same thing. If it had been one-on-one, then okay. Yeah, that was my whole. If it had remained one-on-one and the Russian guy was beaten to a pulp, that was one-on-one. That wasn't multiple people kicking and hitting him. So that was my thing. Let me show this to you because, again, I like to share things with you because I want you to remain aware. This man, Christopher Robinson, he was in Atlanta, and he went online. Let me let you hear this. Now, this guy, Dr. Rashard Ritchie, he's right, Vicky. Vicky knows how I was raised. This guy, he's a dim, but he had this clip that I wanted to share with you. Chubbs, I would give my life for all who believe in freedom and justice for all, but never for evil. Boom. Tijuana, I abhor being in crowds. I used to love concert events. I'd rather play music at home in a safe environment. Tijuana, I wanted to go see Elton John. But again, you know, I'm like you. I have concerts I want to attend, but people just act so crazy. Right, Connie? That would have been a different story. Yeah. All right, listen to this crazy guy and what he did.
At a bigot house in the state of Georgia. And, well, here it is.
The FBI is here. They said they have an order. Holy sh! Holy sh! I'm unarmed! I'm unarmed! I'm unarmed! I'm unarmed!
So you see him scream, oh, I'm unarmed. So I'm sure he peed his pants, but he did a lot of big talking on social media about what he was going to do to blacks and Jews. And as you that clip you just watched, and there's some more to come. The FBI is kicking his door in, and he's I'm unarmed. So he was being taught a keyboard warrior until the FBI showed up.
Yeah, put it up. Full mass. I have an interesting saga here. So Georgia.
Does this guy not look like a sociopath? Come on now.
Man who threatened black people online. He went online, threatened black people, claimed to be an official spokesperson for the white race. Now, those seem to me like serious credentials, sir. Okay? Sounds like to me you are in charge of a gang. You must be gang affiliated. And you have now made a terroristic threat against a particular demographic of individuals in the state of Georgia. You see.
So tell me what you think about this. Don't go anywhere. I have to show you another clip. Oh my God. That guy was so tough until the FBI kicked that door in.
The Crips and the Bloods, they can't do that without being raided by a member or members, law enforcement, a member agency of the federal government, or even local police. Put him back up. So he said he was an official spokesperson for white people. Okay. Now, Christopher Robertson, who goes by the name James Lomack, is now facing federal charges after he allegedly posted racist threats against black people, also Jewish people. He was arrested by FBI agents at his home on August 1st after a standoff. Now, authorities found a series of racially threatening posts on multiple Facebook accounts belonging to Robertson. A Facebook post from July 28th showed Robertson holding a black pistol loaded with a magazine while speaking about, quote, cultural genocide of the white race. Video's caption read, quote, I will not tolerate cultural genocide. Get that understood. I will fight for it. I will die for it. I will kill for it. Jordan, can you get the video back ready for me again? I want to see something. Okay, we're going to play that video again now that you had a context of what he made proclamation to do. Here's what actually happened. Here it is.
So what you're going to watch again, he's telling he screamed, the FBI is kicking his door in. So he's screaming, I'm not armed. I'm not armed. So he was so tough online talking about what he was going to do. Kelly said, we do not claim him. Kelly said, nope. Kelly, you said that quick. I love it. Oh my God. Listen to this as the FBI kicks his door in.
The FBI is here. They said they have an order. Holy I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed.
Put him back up again. Sir, you said, and I quote, I will not tolerate cultural genocide. Get that understood. I will fight for it. I will die for it. I will kill for it. End quote. In a video he posted on August 1st, he threatened to murder black people who, quote, lash out openly at the white man, stating, quote, we will kill the ish out of you guys. We will effing murder you. End quote.
And he thought he wasn't going to have a problem after threatening a whole demographic of people. I like what Jason said. He's the low budget Unabomber. He looks like him, right? How you doing, Topeka? Hit that like button, love. Woo.
Agents were first notified about Mr. Robertson's activities.
And look at, he's wearing, what's that? Is that t-shirt he's wearing? He has black people on this t-shirt and he has a big gold chain. This guy is a nut job. I can't tell. Looks like he has some wrappers on his on this t-shirt he's wearing. So he's a nut job.
After being contacted by the Secure Community Network, a national organization focused on protecting Jewish community. This was after Robertson paid a visit to the Jewish Federation of Greater Atlanta. This was on July 30th. And he told the security staff at the Jewish Federation of Greater Atlanta that he was, quote, the official spokesperson for the white race and wanted to speak to a high-ranking Jewish official. Well, sir, it seems like you got your wish. After he left, he went to a Jewish synagogue in Midtown Atlanta and began ranting about the decline of the white race while making derogatory remarks about Jewish people. Now, he also went to a Jewish Shabbat building, which serves as a community center for education, social, religious activities, where he said he wanted to, quote, chop it up with a rabbi, end quote. He recorded his encounter with several staff members while calling himself the, once again, quote, official delegate of the white race, and posted the video to Facebook. He also told Rabbi that Jewish people were on, quote, verge of extermination.
Now, you know they were coming after him. He's talking about the Jewish people being exterminated. Now, you know that was not going to go over well in light of the Holocaust and everything that's happened historically to Jewish people throughout history. Lanita, because no white woman wants his crazy. Lanita, is it because you can't get a girlfriend? What is it? Anthony, I remember that guy kept trying to get you to talk. Anthony, talking to Stacy Chubbs. He's smoking too much of that wacky weed. He's a pure nut. A squirrel wouldn't touch. Okay, all right. Here we go.
So the rabbi called 911. That is a veiled threat. Person has now showed up to the premise. He has made a threat. Robertson barricaded himself. But the 911 in his home after this, but the 911 call, while staffers barricading themselves in the office, one of Robertson's YouTube posts also showed him singing F the Jews, F you if you Jewish, one shot, two shot, leave you in the sewage was his.
Who does he think he's a freaking Dr. Seuss Jr.? F the Jews, F you if you Jewish, one shot, two shot, leave you in the sewage. What, Dr. Seuss knockoff? What is this? This guy, oh my God. I can't with this chat. Florida, I can't either, love. Oh my God, here we go.
Proclamation. On the day of his arrest, Robertson barricaded himself inside of his home for hours when FBI agents arrived to take him into custody. Eventually, he did, in fact, surrender. It is amazing, isn't it?
You see, he wasn't doing any talking except for, I'm not armed, I'm not armed. What happened to all that big talk?
All of these threats, all of this on the record, public display of terroristic threats against various institutions. He said that he would die for this. He would kill for this. He was still apprehended. I'm not saying he should have been shot. My point is there are a lot of people who never said anything like that, nor were they armed. They were shot and killed. They never would have engaged in such conflict as this man said he was ready to do. My point is there are some black folk who should be alive, not making any proclamation that this man should be dead. Now, let's go to it. So Robertson's brother defended him on Facebook. Quote, "These are not charges that are going to stick. This is not right. He has been voicing his opinion on social media and his freedom of speech. He never threatened," the Facebook post read. United States Attorney Theodore S. Hertzberg of Georgia's Northern District issued a statement. Quote, "The allegations against Robertson, which include menacing visits to Jewish facilities and vile online threats against Jews and blacks, are of great concern. Quote, protecting the community from hate-fueled violence is a foundational part of the Department of Justice's mission. We will aggressively prosecute criminals who abuse the internet to terrorize and intimidate others." All right, now, let's parse the law. What laws did he violate? Well, he made veiled threats. And typically, when you make a threat, that threat has to be specific. You have to have the means to carry out said threat.
My girls, where are his meds? He didn't get a refill. Boom.
Once he started to show up at various places with multiple threats, not only online, but also on premise.
Anthony, we've already covered women that didn't want don't want to buy school supplies for their children. And I've been continuing, Anthony, I think you've been here with the Cincinnati brawl, and we talked about their repercussions. Online people are talking about they're going to kill Black Americans, or this guy, he's threatening to kill Black Americans, to kill Jewish Americans. So we were just talking about as these situations escalate, people are becoming anxious. People are online saying that they're not taking this anymore and they're going to do something about it. I hope that helps bring you up to speed, love. So this guy, what we're watching is this clip of this guy who said he was going to kill Black and Jewish people. And so the FBI, so he did a lot of big talk online. And then I don't know if you were here when he was running, he was screaming, "I'm not armed, I'm not armed." The FBI was kicking in his door. I love it.
Well, you have a great recipe now for terroristic threats and also an arrestable offense pending further investigation. In addition to that.
Stop. Right. Don't. And that's enough of that. I mean, I just wanted to show that to you. All right. Hit that like button, folks. And then, so I have a lot of people saying, well, white people are doing the same thing. I just had a really short case to share with you, just a few minutes for this case. Where is it? Kyle, I think his guy's name is Kyle Raleigh. He attacked 2 older people. And so people are comparing the Cincinnati brawl with this case. Darla, his past meds, perhaps an exorcist and holy water. Sounds good to me. So let me show you this situation. And again, a man. Okay, there we go. He was 34-year-old Kyle Raleigh. He pled guilty, and a lot of people are comparing this case to the brawl, which it's not the same, but well, people are watching to see. Once the case goes, if it does go to trial, people are watching to see how much time the defendants will get. And so let me see if I can show this to you. Hit that like button, hit that share button for me, please. But people have been comparing, I've been watching different videos, and people are like, well, here's a white guy and he attacked two people and nothing really happened to him. So I wanted to share this with you in a short clip, and then we're done. All right. A moment of immediate judgment. Son of WCPO meteorologist sentenced. So what happened was there was a car accident, and then Kyle Raleigh, he's white, 34 years old, was sentenced to 3 years of probation and must complete 200 hours of community service. He was also ordered to pay more than $8,000 in restitution to the victims. The sentence follows Raleigh's guilty plea in Hamilton County Common Pleas Judge Allison Hathaway's courtroom in December to 2 misdemeanor assault counts, lesser charges than the aggravated assault counts he was indicted on in September. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because people are like, well, look, they didn't really do anything to him. They are comparing this to the brawl. So if you hear about it, you heard it here first, because this is what they're doing. All right. As part of the plea agreement, prosecutors moved to dismiss a felonious assault charge, the most serious count Raleigh faced. Hathaway found Raleigh acted recklessly rather than intentionally when he injured Doug and Lois Morrow. The incident happened on June 22nd in the Boathouse parking lot. Troy Morrow, an 11-year employee of the Boathouse, had called his parents to pick him up so he could get medical attention after cutting his thumb on broken glass at work. The family's attorney, Conrad Kircher, has previously said. According to a Cincinnati police crash report, a relative of Steve Raleigh was driving a Cadillac Escalade in the Boathouse parking lot when they collided with the Morrows' Ford F-150. Prosecutors said in a pre-sentence court filing that Steve Raleigh approached the crash and a dispute ensued over the exchange of insurance information and calling the police to write a report. A large fight. Now get it. He's 34 years old. The man and woman, the married couple, they're 74 or something like that. They're old. So a large fight then broke out, according to 911 calls. A cell phone video of the incident shows Kyle Raleigh run into the confrontation, and less than 30 seconds later, both of Morrow's parents are seen lying on the ground. However, the video doesn't show how they ended up on the asphalt. Excuse me. The Morrows say Raleigh got angry with them after Troy Morrow commented on the Escalade's speed. The family says Steve Raleigh came out of the restaurant and told Morrow's father, Doug, not to call the police about the crash, which he did anyway. So this is the guy. Okay, this is Kyle Raleigh. This is the perp. All right. The family said Kyle Raleigh punched Troy Morrow in the head and slammed him on the ground. Now remember, this is an old man. Then Kircher said he attacked Morrow's parents. Prosecutors said, so he attacked him and the parents. Prosecutors said that Morrow provoked Raleigh, who was in a sudden fit of rage when he struck Lois and Doug Morrow, causing them both to fall to the ground and suffer head injuries. Raleigh raced to the scene after he saw Troy Morrow remove his shirt and approached Steve Raleigh, prosecutors said, adding the younger Raleigh pinned Morrow to the ground. Doug Morrow then approached and struck Raleigh from behind before attempting to get Raleigh off of his son. That's around the time prosecutors say Raleigh knocked the elder Morrow and his wife to the ground. Doug Morrow lost consciousness. Again, these are old people, folks. And as a result of the assault, suffered a likely traumatic brain injury, court filing state. Lois Morrow suffered occipital bone and nasal fractures and had to be readmitted to the hospital after her initial discharge due to the severity of her injury. So he beat up two old people, basically, folks. A special prosecutor who investigated the incident said Steve Raleigh did not break the law during the confrontation. Troy Morrow was also charged with a single count of menacing, a misdemeanor, court filing showed. An indictment says Morrow knowingly caused Steve Raleigh to believe that Morrow would cause physical harm to the person or property of Steve Raleigh. All right. So Raleigh argues he was defending dad. Victim says assault changed me as a person. So anyway, if you hear about, well, look at what happened to this guy. This is what they're referencing. And I have a short video and then we're done. All right. Tell me what you think about that, folks. Divide and conquer. Yeah. So let me show you the clip I have. And what are your thoughts, folks? Because they're like, well, nothing really happened to him. You know, some people look at something and then they So let me show you this video. So you see, before I even start the clip, you see the two old people laying on the ground. I just showed you the perpetrator, Kyle Raleigh, 34 years old. So here it is.
Parking lot confrontation that went viral here ends with probation for a man who admitted that he knocked two people to the ground.
That's right. The incident happened last summer right outside the Montgomery and Boathouse. And WLWT News 5's Todd Dykes is live tonight with today's sentencing hearing.
Yes, Jeffrey. That's why I said it's not safe to go anywhere. Black people, white, everyone's crazy. Yes, Lanita, it is. When he came for the Jews, it really went left, y'all. Cecilia, he was going down. The whole situation is crazy. Chubbs is being good. Hate divides, love conquers. Boom. All I can say is there's a bunch of evil people out there. Watch your back. That's what I said, Jeffrey. Don't just be looking to see if it's white people doing something or black people. Watch everyone. Be cognizant of your surroundings. Where's the proper punishment? Okay, Tijuana, and the reason I'm sharing this with you is because people are waiting to see what's going to happen to these people that have been arrested for the Cincinnati brawl. So I'm sharing this because YouTubers they're already starting to compare the two.
Or Kyle Raleigh. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Mike and Sherry. Yeah, barring any missteps by Kyle Raleigh moving forward, what's been an 8-month saga for people on both sides of this story came to a close today here inside the Hamilton County Courthouse.
A violent confrontation last June that was partially caught on video led to these comments in court today from Kyle Raleigh.
I would like to express my sincere remorse for my actions. I deeply regret what transpired and I take full responsibility for my involvement.
A grand jury originally indicted Raleigh on 3 counts, including a felony assault charge. An investigation determined the 34-year-old got combative after a car accident in the parking lot at a Montgomery Inn boathouse and knocked Doug and Lois Morrow, who were both in their 70s, to the ground.
You think they're 74? So, yeah, so a lot of people are saying, okay, so this guy, okay, he received 3 years probation. So now they're looking to see what's going to happen with the people who are involved with the brawl. So you see where I'm going with this. So if you hear about it, you've seen it here first.
In December, Raleigh took a deal and pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanor counts. Today, with the Morrows looking on, Judge Allison Hathaway sentenced Raleigh to 3 years probation and a $1,000 fine.
This appears to have been a unique and isolated incident.
Raleigh will also have to do 200 hours of community service. While the sentence was not a surprise to court observers, the exact nature of what happened last summer was a big part of today's talking points for attorneys for both Raleigh and the Morrows.
The alleged victims in this case got out of the car, used profanity.
Now look at that. This is Kyle Raleigh's attorney. Now, again, these are old people in their 70s. So what? They use some profanity. They got, he didn't have to knock them down and beat them up. Cecilia, I agree with you, baby, but oh my God. Tijuana, proper punishments, exactly. Why are these men acting like yellow-bellied sapsuckers? Yeah, beating up women, knocking out women, beating up old people. So yeah. All right, listen to his attorney talking about, they got out of the car using profanity. They're 74 and 70. I forgot what the husband is. They're 74. What the heck are they going to do, sir?
Screamed, yelled, and caused quite a scene. He was threatened with physical violence.
We were encouraged.
There's right here. This was the husband. His wife is right here beside him. It's hard for you to, what were they going to do, folks? That's oh my God, crazy. That's crazy.
To a certain degree, that Kyle Raleigh accepted responsibility. On the other hand, we were disappointed with the version of the facts that were presented by the defense attorney. I think if the defense truly believed those facts, they would have taken this case to trial.
Now, in addition to probation, the judge overseeing this case said Kyle Raleigh has to pay restitution to the Morrows in a total of about $8,300. In her victim impact statement, Lois Morrow wrote about the pain she's experienced since last summer's incident, adding she's afraid to be anywhere alone because of the trauma of the assault. Reporting live downtown, Todd Dykes, WWT News 5.
Okay, and we're not going to listen to his commentary because he's saying that white people get off. But so, like I said, people are starting to compare, and they're looking to see, all right, what, okay, there we go. They're looking to see how much time that the people involved in the Cincinnati brawl are going to receive. So that's going to be interesting. And I wanted to show you the mother. Oh my gosh, she was beaten up pretty badly. Her face was bruised, just like Holly's face was bruised. And like I said, she's old and she has this old 74-year-old woman. She has brain trauma. So you're a real tough guy beating up on old people. Okay, I wanted to show you her face. This is the woman right here, but I wanted to show you a picture of her face. Can everyone see that? This was one picture, but I saw a picture that looked even worse than that. Can everyone see that? All right. Let me stop this. I don't want to play that. Stop. Pause. So we can look at these pictures here. And it's still playing. Hold on. All right, let me see if I can show you all of the pictures here. So this is how he had those two older people. I bet he feels like a tough guy. He laid them out like Family Guy, okay? This is what he did to these old people. Husband, wife. Can you believe that, folks? Can't see it? Okay, let me see. Oh boy. Let me try it again. Yeah, this is what that big tough guy did. Yeah, Florida, exactly. Lanita, yeah. Oh God, what is this popping up here? Okay. All right, let me see. Can everyone see now? Oh my God. Yeah, he's a tough guy. He beat up two old elderly people. Whoop-de-doo. So he had the husband and the wife laid out like Family Guy. All right, everyone can see. So that was the husband. He knocked out. There's the wife. You can see she has blood on her pillow. He knocked her out. And okay, here they are. And she's still saying she has brain trauma. So yeah, just a real tough guy, not beating up, assaulting two elderly people. All right, here they are here. All right. Wow. So anyway, Lanita, I don't know, love. Right, Jeffrey? So yeah, he wanted to, his lawyers making excuses. Oh, they were getting out of the car and they were cursing. So what? They're old. What the heck are they going to do? Get out of here with that nonsense. And one more thing, and then we're out of here like Columbo. One more thing. I told you the Democrats are setting people up in those large blue cities. He's setting them up. The Dems are setting them up for failure. So all right. More federal officers to patrol D.C. as Trump slams crime and threatens takeover. So he hasn't taken it over all the way, but he has more federal agents there to patrol. Okay, more federal officers. So I'm not going to go through that. I just wanted to let you know, martial law incoming. And I just wanted to share that with you. So we've been, I try to stay on top of these things. All right. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I've enjoyed you. It's just a low life street bully, right, my girls? Wow, you beat up two old people. Whoop-de-doo. Right, Anthony? He's a loser. Chubbs, I'm getting old myself. Can't be so tough like when I was younger, but this guy should be put in jail for a long time. See, Chubbs, that's why I shared this, because people are saying, let's see how they treat the people that were involved in the brawl. They're comparing it to this case. That's why I shared that with you. Connie, I'm with you. Anthony, I'm with you. All right, one more song before we go so we can enjoy the rest of our Friday night. Tell me the song and the year and the group. Things like a line. Rolling, my brain's comprehension is on overload. Have a nice night, everyone, until we meet again. Yes, I'll be live again tomorrow. Things like a line. I don't know, 6, 7, 8, maybe later than 6, because I have to go do some things. I have some business and I have to go see some family members. So I will be live tomorrow. However, it may be later than 6 o'clock, but I will be live. Okay. Now, one more song for you. Feeling down and dirty, feeling kind of mean. I've been from one to another extreme. Thank you, Lanita. This time I had a good time. Ain't got time to wait. I want to stick around till I can't see straight. Fill my eyes with that double vision. No disguise. Oh, yeah. For that double vision. Tijuana won't give anyone else a break. Ooh, when it gets through to me. 1978 was a good year, Tijuana. Woo! I told you I love Foreigner. Yes. All right. So we're out of here. I've enjoyed you. I hope you've enjoyed me. Don't forget, folks, once the live stream is over, the channel's growing. If you will leave comments That helps YouTube to share the video out. Yes, God bless you too, his servant. His servant, I'm a servant too, but I still like my good old rock and roll. It kind of soothes my soul. Okay. Chubbs, always have a great time with Miss Rowland. Thank you for what you're doing. Great show. Love you. Love you too, Chubbs. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. It may be later than 6. You may have to check, but I will be live. To the moderators, when you see a user who is disrespectful, spamming, using foul language, etc., you can erase the comment, time them out, etc. Thank you, Florida. Love the music, Jeffrey. Yes, I'll sing Foreigner all day long. Toto, I'll sing. The Stones. Hey, if it's classic, I'll sing it. All right. So, all of you enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. It's not too late, right? And I'll be live tomorrow. I just don't know what time. 6, either. If not 6, it may be 7 or 8, but I will be live, okay? Meet me in the comment section. I'm coming to talk to you right now. And don't forget, when the live stream is over, leave comments, and I promise I will respond. I love you. Be safe. Coming to talk to you right now.